Welcome back for a monthly update. We're coming to you a little bit late this week because Matt and I have been on vacation. The kids had spring break and we had a chance to go, Matt down to Florida, to Mexico, and take a few days off. As I've said before, I think that's always very important to spend time with your family, and you got to take the time to do it. So that's just the way that is. But let's talk about the market, what's going on out there. First of all, let's talk about the home sales, waterfront home sales. There have been 27 as of April the 6th. So 27 waterfront home sales. One just closed. It was 8,400 square feet for $2,315,000. So obviously there's still some folks out there that have a great deal of money that are buying houses. Out of the 27, there have only been 5, though, that have closed for over $100,000. So again, that's an indication of the market. Housing prices being down because there are certainly a number of beautiful homes on this lake that are worth more than $1 million. As far as houses on the market today, there are 220 waterfront homes available, and under contract there are 6. Now let's go to lots. There are 438 waterfront properties available right now. There are 9 under contract and 16 sold for the year. Now the one statistic that jumps out to me on the solds is that the most expensive property has been $345,000. So only 5 lots have sold for over $300,000 to this date. And you know, again, that goes back to a number of things. One, the supply, 438 properties on the market, which is a tremendous amount. And if we're only selling 16, you know, within the first 4 months, you know, it's going to take a long time to get through 438 of them. The other thing is that, again, let's go back to the banks. Unless the banks open up and start loosening up on lending, it's going to be very difficult. I was talking to a banking friend yesterday who's done a number of loans for us through the years, and he said that his feeling is that the Fed is not going to be helping out some of these struggling banks. They need some of these banks literally to go bankrupt and out of business. So that'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. But I think some of these things are going to happen prior to, again, them loosening up and lending, because the feds don't want, you know, the banks that aren't very strong financially getting involved in these loans, and they're not going to bail them out anymore is what it boils down to. So we'll see how that goes. But again, if you're a buyer out there, I mean, there are a tremendous amount of properties, you know, less than $250,000 right now. They're really good buys out on the lake. In fact, there's some that you can buy gentle slope with. I've got one that's down in Shelter Cove, gentle slope, about 200 feet of waterfront for $199. You know, so there's some great opportunities out there if you're in the position to buy. Let's talk about other things in the area. I'm wearing my Clemson shirt today. Well, I'm going to the Clemson-Georgia baseball game tonight. Clemson won last night 15-5, so hopefully we'll get the same results tonight, but we're playing at home. And then the big news, Oliver Purnell just left and went to DePaul, and obviously that saddens me because Oliver Purnell did a wonderful job with our program, and I feel that he's left really a great team for whoever is going to come in and take his place. So we'll all be looking. They say they're going to try to have somebody hired in the next 2 weeks, and by the time we get to next month, we should have a new coach in place, and hopefully it'll be a big name and somebody we can all be proud of. So that's that. And then the Masters starts really tomorrow, and I know everybody's looking forward to Tiger's return, see how he does, and certainly when you're in this area, you think of Tiger Woods, you also think of the Cliffs. Let's talk about the Cliffs. Last month we talked to you about, you know, the Cliffs is trying to raise money from their property owners in order to finish all the amenities of all the Cliffs communities. The rumor has it is that they are on their way to doing that they've already raised somewhere around $55 million and continuing to raise money. So that seems like it's going to happen. Again, we don't know that yet. Hasn't been announced in the papers. These are just rumors that we're hearing right now. So we should know, I guess, a little more definite next month. So we'll see where that goes. But, you know, you look at it, and obviously for the property owners it's a benefit, but for the just pure fact that their amenities are going to get completed. For the salespeople, all of us in the market, it's a benefit because now we can say, well, there's money there to back these amenities and to finish through with their product. So in theory, that should really help the sales of that community, because I know a lot of communities like that across the nation are struggling out there. So it's tough. Again, if you've got, since we're into this beautiful spring-like weather, I think we went straight from winter because it seemed to be winter before I left to go on vacation. When I got back, it was in the mid-80s. So where did spring go? But I think it's supposed to cool down a little bit tomorrow and get back to normal. But if you're thinking about rental properties, our rental homes are filling up quickly. So you need to give Rick Miller a call at 864-945-0370 and get something booked if you want something for the summer, because again, he tells me daily he's getting phone calls and we're getting these houses booked for every week pretty much in the summertime. And again, if you're a buyer, there are homes out there right now that you can pick up. We've got one listed at $599 that has had, you know, a renter in there for the last almost 2 years at $3,000 a month, and you can do the math, but that kind of covers the cost there. And so there's some great opportunities to purchase that way. So if you have anything else that you would like for us to talk about next month, email me at Mike Roach at ERA-TopGunsRealty.com or Mike Roach at TopGunsRealty.com because we're no longer with ERA, so you can just leave that out. But also, or call us. Give us a call at 800-682-9098 and we'll be glad to go over anything. I'm looking forward to the spring. I'm glad warm weather is here, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next month.